Hello and welcome. So today what I'm going to show you is how to run a QCA software, the qualitative comparative analysis software. So what we'll be doing now is first we'll be going to uh, this official website of fsQCA software. So it's easy to get to this website. So what you need to do is simply type in fsQCA software in Google, and it will take you to the official hosting website for the software, which is this fsQCA software. So depending upon Windows or Mac user, you would download the software here. It would be a zip file. Once you download it, then you have to unzip it, and once you unzip it, then you'll be able to run the software as it is. And there's a very good manual for this one. It explains very beautifully what are different functionalities of this software. So I would strongly recommend you to read the manual as well once you become more familiar with this software. So I'll be teaching you the basics, how to actually run it. So now what I've done is I've already downloaded this one and it's with me. So I'll show you. Once you unzip this file, you'll have this, extracted files over here. So you just need to run this software, pretty basic software. And you'll have the screen, blank screen. And once you go here, you have to open a file. I've already placed this workshop example file here. It only runs .csv file, so you need to save the raw data or your data in a CSV file. So I'll just open this one. Once I open this one, so this is the example that I have taken from Reagan 2009 chapter 5 on different countries, 18 countries, which becomes our sample. They've got certain causal conditions being developed: urban, literate, industrial, and stable, already calibrated data. So that stage is gone. And we'll use fsQCA to determine which of these 5 causal conditions affect the survival of democracies. So that's the example that you could go Reagan 2009. Now, the first thing, once you've got this data over here, it's already calibrated, so that stage is gone. We just need to run the necessary condition analysis, sufficient conditions analysis. The first thing that we need to do is in a fsQCA software is actually go and generate a truth table, which is pretty straightforward. You've got this dialog box. So variables would be, so all the 5 causal conditions would go down here. Then second one, third one, fourth one, and the 5th one. And this would be our outcome of interest, which goes here. So that's pretty much all the input information has been provided. We would also want to show the case membership of the configurations that we'll generate. So the countries are our cases. So now if we click this option, the truth table that we'll generate would also show us the case membership along those configurations. So let's do it now. Okay. So that's the truth table that we've generated. Behind this, there are some Boolean operations which have already been performed by the software, fsQCA 3.0 software for us. And these are all possible combinations of these input variables or causal conditions that have been generated by the software. What you see here is the number of cases in each of this configuration. We'll see that some of the cases are being represented here, and in some cases, some of these cases do not belong to any configuration, and that is how the complex causality works. Now, after we've done this thing, the next step is we need to go and identify the frequency threshold of the number of cases that would be included against each configuration. So here in the first dialog box here and the first entry, the software is asking us, so the minimum number of cases that should belong to a configuration before we accept it for further analysis. And because we've got a small sample, just 18, so we'll keep it to 1. If you got a larger sample, like, survey-based research, 250, 300, then there are some guidelines for that. You could, reduce your configurations, but for smallest sample like 18, we'll just keep it to 1. Okay. Also, another consideration at this stage is, generating the outcome or having the outcome as strong output, or strong outcome or weak outcome, or high performance or low performance, or in this case, which countries are surviving, which countries are not surviving. For that, we need to use a consistency cutoff of 0.8 or more, because it is universally regarded as almost always sufficient to deliver the focal outcome. So that's what already is there. 1 and 0.8 are already there. We need to just run or click OK. In this case, now we are having only those, so frequency cutoff, and only those, so we're just considering those configurations that have at least one case belonging to those configurations. So that's what you can see here, number 4 to all this thing here. And so any configuration which had 0 case or 0 country showing that case membership, or the configuration membership, we are skipping that. And that's what our input would be to a sufficiency analysis. So let's do the sufficient condition analysis. You click on standard analysis here. So just go with the default options. And when you go with the default options, click OK. And now what you've got here is the output of the fsQCA software. So we've got 3 sets of solutions that we've generated here. One is called path. The first one is called here, the complex solution here. And after complex solution, we get what we call as parsimony solution. And the third one is the intermediate solution. So there are 3 types of solutions that are generated as an output of fsQCA. That's simply running the software to do the sufficient condition analysis. Another thing that we have to do as part of fsQCA analysis is to run the necessary condition analysis. I'll just do that as well. So what I'll do is I'll go to analyze, and there is behind or below this truth table algorithm, we've got this necessary condition analysis. The dialog comes in here. So we've got the conditions that we want to run is all the 5 conditions here. We've got this developed, put in here. Then we've got this urban, and then we've got this literate. Then we've got this industrial. The last one is stable. We get this one here. And the outcome of interest here is survived. And we run necessary condition analysis here, and it gives us the answer. So generally speaking, the literature tells us that any condition with a consistency score of more than 0.90 is considered to be a necessary condition that has to be present always for that outcome to occur, in this case, survival. So pretty simple running this software. However, the interpretations are important, and for that, I'll be running a separate workshop, and we'll be able to see that. Also, you can access this book by Reagan, where they explain the whole process. So thank you very much.